Yet again, I forgot to add myself to the stream. Okay, let's wait for people to come in because I am restarting this whole thing. All right, there's one person. All right, there were 20 people in the last one, so we're gonna just let a couple more people come in, and then we're gonna read again, and then we're gonna just revert to our. God, I need to repost this link on my Instagram. Is anybody there? Okay, 2 people. Hello, let us know who you are in the chat. I am so, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I just did. Hold on. Okay. Hello, Pixie Dust. Hello, Judith. Hello, Kimberly. Okay, so let me just fill you in on what you missed. So on the last sprint, I was not smart. Okay, I'm trying so hard. Yeah, I'm trying so hard to not cuss because on the last sprint, I couldn't find a timer. So I was getting really flustered, and I finally found one on, okay, people are coming in. I finally found one on Google Timer, right? And then in my joyous celebration, I typed in the chat, I found a mother effing timer. And then I displayed that message on the screen. And then I went into YouTube Studio and monetized the video, and they demonetized me. And I emailed YouTube, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I look at the freaking video, and there's like literally the word mother effer is on the screen. And I'm like, okay, my bad, sorry. So I'm gonna try to get this live monetized because, oh boy, I had to private that sprint. That was so embarrassing. Like I literally, YouTube is like already on my ASS because of that cows video. Like they are demonetizing me up the wazoo. Okay, and freaking, I'm trying to be really careful. Like literally, I already indicated this video is not made for kids. And still, they're like, no swearing. It's like, excuse me, excuse. It's literally some random guy sitting in a bedroom that says the F word occasionally, and it's like demonetized. Like, that's the most egregious thing in the world. Like, this is discrimination. I hate this. Anyway, so I am reading Degenerate by, what's her name? Rain Havoc, and this was recommended by this amazing person. Follow her on Instagram, read her books. So far, it's just been smut. Literally, it opens up with this guy learning that his girlfriend, no, his dad, it opens up with this guy learning that his dad had been killed in a mugging. And so he has to travel back to the house that he grew up in and then meet up with a lawyer. And then on the way there, it's just like a bunch of sex scenes of him cheating on his girlfriend. So it's honestly giving. Yes, everyone should read Rain Havoc. I mean, jury's still out on whether or not I enjoy this book, but so far it's getting better. He's fine. He has arrived at the house, and so far things are getting sketchy. He sees, he watches what's on the disc and sees the thing. I know YouTube. A fictional, like literally, I was ranting on the other stream, which we had 20 people on, okay? So like, why are they not showing up? This is rude. Anyway, so you have true crime YouTubers like Bailey Sarian who put the word cannibal in their video. You have true crime YouTubers like Bella Fiore, Eleanor Neal, who put literal like crime scene photos in their videos, and YouTube promotes them. The algorithm supports them. They are monetized. And God forbid, I make a vlog, a freaking reading vlog about a fictional book, demonetized. Like, I am a small creator. Like, this isn't my primary source of income, but it helps me out a lot, okay? And I only have 4,000 subs. These people have like millions of subs. What the hell? Like, why is the world so effed? I'm trying not to cuss. I do not want this stream demonetized. Again, if I try to get this stream monetized and they demonetize me, you know something is up, okay? So please do your best and don't cuss in the chat because I'm gonna put your messages on the screen, and if there's a cuss word on the screen, I am effed. I hate not cussing. It's literally just not me. And you're welcome, Stephanie. You are welcome for the sprints. 20% into Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, and it's pretty good so far. It's about a bunch of people living in a retirement village in the UK who solve crimes for fun. That sounds epic. Also, Judith, if you're still here, I plan on diving in to Endless Night right after Degenerate, which I think I'm going to finish on the next sprint. Okay? We'll try to clean for the... Yeah, like, I hate this. It just... Literally, like, what's so wrong with cussing? It's got therapeutic benefits. Sometimes those are the only words you can use in that freaking scenario, you know? Manga, reading Liminal Zone. Okay, I don't know about that. Let me look that up for you. Liminal Zone manga. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is Junji Ito. This book came out July 2022. I have read Junji Ito before. I read Shiver. I read Uzumaki. I haven't read the new one yet, but if you think it's good, let me know. I know. No, like literally, there's, oh my god, can we talk about freaking Tana Mojo? Okay, this person is one of the most famous YouTubers in the world. I just watched her new video yesterday because sometimes we just need that trashy entertainment. And she had a cuss word in every single sentence. Do you think she was demonetized? No, because in that video, she was on a freaking plane ride to Ibiza in a first-class seat. If she was demonetized, she could not be affording a first-class seat. Cuss word in every single sentence. Meanwhile, my reading vlog on cows gets demonetized, okay? BS. I hate that I couldn't just say the word, but I am trying to be careful in this life of mine. Okay, so let's see if we can get this monetized. Monetization on, I swear, if this is like a yellow coin, you know that I'm getting, you know that like the world is against me in the world, okay? Please, please, YouTube, please, I need this coin. Okay, writing instead of, honestly, that's totally fine. This is your sprint. If you want to watch a movie, if you want to listen to a podcast, if you want to write, you can just do whatever you want to do. I am just here to chat because I love you all. Okay, I'll be reading The Vessel by Adam Neville, probably finish it because, oh, it's a really short book. Yeah, I promised my friend Meg that I would read No One Gets Out Alive by Adam Neville, buddy read this book with her. And I was gonna start today, but it's a 17-hour audiobook, and I really don't want to risk getting into a slump in the month that I promised to read as much horror as possible. It's literally just been all horror and thrillers this month, and I'm loving it. I'm loving that for me. What the fuck? Dude, this video was demonetized. Why? I haven't cussed a single freaking time. This is ridiculous. This is what? Okay, you know what? Life is a nightmare. Anyway, you guys, YouTube hates small creators that cuss, so I don't know, it sucks. New Junji Ito, also check out the new horror manga, Be Afraid of Kanako Inuki by Kanako. Oh, did this person write about themselves? Real life horror like human. Okay, that sounds really interesting. Only cuss word in every sentence. She was, yeah, right. Meanwhile, that YouTube gives her freaking money to go on first class trips, and me, it's still demonetized. By the way, it's like I'm so annoyed. Okay, I clicked not for kids. I'm gonna try and demonetize and then remonetize it and see if they don't hate me. I literally don't know why. Like, I wish they would just send me an email telling me what I'm doing wrong. Because I swear, like, this platform is so awful to small creators. It's like not even funny, honestly. It just sucks. 31% into Pet Cemetery, and OMG, this S is starting to pick up fast. If they don't monetize me in like 30 minutes, I'm literally gonna let all the cuss words out. It's gonna be like a torrent, like a flood. Yes, cussing is how we express our emotions. Also, I indicated in the freaking YouTube studio that this video was not made for kids. And it's like, excuse, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong, YouTube? What the hell? 60% into anybody home, and it's creepy AF. Love that. Um, I love that you're enjoying it, and you might just finish it on these sprints because we just started these sprints, okay? Never read anything from him, but The Vessel is so good. Okay, yeah, I heard well, I mean, I'm glad you're liking it. I heard from a lot of my friends that No One Gets Out Alive is really good. And that other one, what's it called? Oh, The Ritual. I heard like mixed things about that book. Okay. Reading Brother by Anya Alborn. Oh, I gave that book 5 freaking stars. That's literally going to be on my best of the year so far. And Anya Alborn actually reposted my review of that book to her stories. So we're kind of tight. We are friends. I just had to close and reopen stream. Then it told me this was private. They're out here being. Oh no, I privated the other one. Oh, okay. Am I back? Can you hear? Okay, I think I'm back. The internet seems good. Okay, no, I had to private the other sprints because YouTube demonetized them. And then I started a new one because I was under the impression that they demonetized it because I put a cuss word on the screen. And then I didn't say a single cuss word on this stream and they demonetized it again. I'm like, oh my God, like, what's the point? What is the point? The Ritual is great. Okay, I will check The Ritual out. The Ritual is boring. Okay, we are getting some very mixed opinions. We love diversity of thought. Okay, I'm gonna start the new sprint right now. Let me know, everybody, how long you want to read for, or write for, or do whatever. Let me know how long you want the next sprint to be while I try to figure out this YouTube thing. Okay, I turned the demonetization off. Let's do it. Let's turn it on again. Okay. Fingers crossed. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, please. Okay, so I think we'll do 40 minutes. I'm gonna try to finish Degenerate now, and then I'm gonna hop into, yeah, I think that's 40 minutes, Felicia. I don't do math. I'm done. I'm not smart. I can't do math, but I think it's 40 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to finish, pardon me, Degenerate by Rain Havoc, recommended by Judah Sonnet. Read her books if you love extreme horror. And then I'm going to hop into Endless Night, which is, again, Judah's favorite book. Okay, so let's do this. Let us do, oh shoot, I forgot to add my timer to the screen. I am a mess. Okay, let's do this. Okay, share screen, window, no, Chrome tab, Google timer, share. Okay, 40 minutes. Put that in. Happy reading, everybody. Oh shit. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, I cussed. Okay. The timer is off the screen and I am back here. So okay. So I spent the first 20 minutes of the sprint finishing the book Degenerate by Rain Havoc. I really enjoyed it. Let me just say that I don't know what I expected going in, but it wasn't that. And that's the best kind of book there is. Also, the stream is still demonetized, so honestly, we should probably just cuss at this point. All right, so I'm currently reading. Okay, but let's not cuss because I sent YouTube a message saying, please monetize my stream. So if some worker from the other side of the ocean steps into this and sees me like bleeping out, like saying all the F words, they're going to be like, this is why we demonetized you, sir. And I'm like, meanwhile, Tana Mojo. Anyway, sorry, I'm just so bitter. Okay, if I don't get monetized here, when the stream has fully uploaded after this thing is over, I'm going to submit the video for review and hope that they check it out because people actually do watch these streams after they're done. Anyway, so everybody while I'm babbling, please type in the chat what you got done and what you're reading and how you like it so far. Also, for everybody who just came in, because I see like double the people that there were last time, I had to restart the sprint because one, YouTube is up my ass, and two, when I started the sprint a while ago, they demonetized it because I was dumb. I typed in the word mother effer on the chat because I was celebrating the fact that I found a substitute timer because my Pomodoro timer was not loading. So I typed in the chat, I found a mother effing timer. And then my dumbass posted that message on the screen. And then I monetized the live. And then they demonetized me. And I was like, what the hell? Like, you're demonetizing videos I do where I talk about fictional books while you monetize true crime YouTubers and other YouTubers who cuss in like every single sentence, like Tana Mojo. It sucks. Anyway, so we're still demonetized, but what can you do in life? Okay, so while everybody is typing what they have gotten read on the chat, I'm going to read your comments aloud soon. I started Endless Night by Richard Lehman. And Judith, I am so glad that you are still here because I need to say that I'm freaking obsessed, okay? Like the opening of this book wastes literally no time. And I don't know, there's something about Richard Lehman's writing where I can literally like vividly see the movie playing in my head. Like I can picture it so well and it's just so freaking good, okay? So I'm currently reading a book that was recommended to me by Judith Sonnet, who is actually with us right now, an author. So if you're an extreme horror fan, this is her Instagram handle, and she has been practically begging me to read this book, Endless Night by Richard Lehman. So I just started it, and it is so freaking good so far. Like literally, it reminds me of the book Intensity by Dean Koontz, but better. Like I literally just 20 minutes of reading, and I am so emotionally attached to Jody and Andy. No. The younger brother. It's intense. It's wild. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's go through this. Steven's first day at work, and he already meets a messed up person like Gummy. Okay, Greta, you haven't seen anything yet. You have not seen anything yet. Okay, and literally Gummy's backstory about making out with the cow and getting his whole mouth ripped out. It's just wild. It is wild. For those of you who don't know, she's reading the book Cows by Matthew Stokoe, which to this day is the most disgusting book I've ever friggin' read. Okay, and I did a full video vlog on it. So if anyone has read the book, watch the video. If you have not read the book but don't feel like watching it, oh no, if you have not read the book and have no interest in reading the book, I recommend watching that video also because I go into full spoilers and I tell you literally every single thing that happens, okay? Where are we? Didn't really read about 10 pages more, vessel, and then had to walk the dogs and shower. Well, I hope, how was your walk? How was your day? How was the weather? Um, it's okay. Your book is really short, so I'm pretty sure you can finish it in the sprints. Okay, love that you're loving your book. Um, petitioning for the, I know, I don't know what to do. I mean, I haven't said a single cuss word besides ass on this sprint so far. I haven't said the F word. I haven't said the C word. I haven't said the S word. And they're like, you're not getting paid. And it's like, dude, I've got freaking like 4,000 subs. I'm not even making that much. So the least YouTube could do is not monetize, like not demonetize me. Talking about freaking books, like hello. Working on writing my new book, Jump Scare, just killed a character, trying to make this one less extreme so more folks can read it, but it's still bloody. LMAO. Yeah, she was telling me about this book the other night when we were chatting. She said that it's not extreme horror, but it's also not PG-13 horror. So it's still pretty dark, so I am so excited to read it, and you will likely see a vlog since her books come. She writes faster than I can talk at this point, so literally every other extreme horror vlog has one of her books in it. Yes, he is such a rich writer, and what I love about it is it's not overwritten, like that book, Nothing But Blackened Teeth. Like, if you know, you know. And the people in the chat who read that book, I'm sure you know. That was like a nice big F and 1 star from me. Oh shit, I didn't finish reading your message. Dives so deep into detail, trains of thought and gore. Yeah, there was someone who was like beheaded, like super early on. It was intense. Over halfway through reading False Witness, and yes, I love that book so freaking much. Karen Slaughter. I've only read 2 books by her. I read Pretty Girls and I read that book, and I went into that book not really expecting much because I was like, how do you top Pretty Girls? Like, Pretty Girls is literally Survivor for people who can't handle extreme horror, but it's also super dark. Love that book. And I read False Witness not expecting much, and dude, that was like a 5-star book. It was so freaking good. Hi, Judith. Just purchased No One. Oh my gosh. Melissa, you don't even know what you're in for. Like, I went into that book not knowing what the plot was about. Like, whenever I go into a Judith book, I want to know nothing. And that book that's one of her books that I really want to see the most reactions to. Like, I want to see how people react to that book because it was just really, really depraved. Okay, like extra depraved, and not like gruesome, but more psychological, and just it was a lot. Okay, reading. Okay, actually still lying in bed because I'm not feeling too well. Aw, sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Have some chicken soup, watch Netflix. Looking through Pango books because it's fun to check out all the cheap books. Might read next sprint. Hey, no pressure. This is your sprint. If you want to use the sprints to watch movies or listen to podcasts or just chill, nothing against that. Go for it. I'm just happy you're here. Okay, hope you enjoy. Yes. I'm working and checking in during lunch. Hey, Jean. Hope your day's going well so far. Almost done with my BPPL. What's that? What's a BPPL? How gory is Endless Night? Just started with the extreme horror, and I recently read Survivor. Okay, if you can handle Survivor, and pretty much you can handle anything. Oh, book, sorry. False Witness was my first Karen Slaughter, but I read so much of her backlist after. Okay. Here's the deal. Should I read The Good Daughter? Because I heard that book was also really dark, and I hear it mentioned frequently in the same conversations as Pretty Girls. So for all of you who are my subscribers and have seen my videos and know my taste and follow me on Goodreads, should I read The Good Daughter? That's what I want to know. That is what I want to know. Okay. Yeah, that it was so no, and like the issue I had with that book was like the ghost was barely in the story. It was literally a story about these 4 or 5 college roommates who go to this wedding party. No, like pre-wedding get together, in Japan, and they rent this house, which is supposedly haunted. So I was like, okay, this geisha on the cover is gonna fuck them up. Yes, YouTube, I cussed one time, chill. Um, that didn't happen. It ended up just being some like round robin of people who didn't hate each other, who clearly hated each other's guts, just bitching and moaning about who slept with who in the past. And I was just like, why are any of these people friends? And then in the last like 5 pages, all the horror is condensed. But literally, you would need to have a Hubble telescope to see even the slightest glimpse of horror in that book. It was really bad, and it deserves its awful Goodreads rating. Okay, so with that being said, okay, let's do the next sprint. How long do you want to read for? I'm so excited to jump into the next sprint because I'm enjoying this book a lot. So I'm going to need everybody in the chat to tell me how long you want to sprint. Do you want to do another 40-minute? Do you want to do a 30-minute? Make your vote known. Okay, The Good Daughter. People say they love The Good Daughter. I am getting interested. Okay, I don't know what your triggers are. As you know, I'm someone who loves the extreme horror stuff, so my personal favorite was Pretty Girls. But even with False Witness, there is a lot of triggering content, so I would go with either one of those. And yeah, I would go with either one of those, but be very aware of the trigger warnings because yeah, I just get one of my biggest pet peeves is people giving a book a low score because they couldn't personally handle the content and they didn't even look up the trigger warnings. Like that is just, it's like, I personally couldn't handle this book, 1 star. It's like, excuse me, what planet are you living on? So yeah, if anyone wants to check out Karen Slaughter, check the trigger warnings and see if anything would upset you. Okay. Yeah, the ghost is like barely in it. It was terrible. 40 minutes, 40 minutes. Just reminds me of another horror book. Which one? Okay, so 40 minutes. Let's do 40 minutes. I am so ready to get back into this book because it is so good. For those of you who just came in, I'm reading Endless Night by Richard Lehman, and it is intense. So let's do, hold on, let me just set the timer. All right, let's do this. Oh. I've never heard of that book. And if it's anything like Nothing But Blackened Teeth, I will not go near it. Okay. Also, let me just say this before we start the sprints. This afternoon I finished. Oh, dude, I read 2 books today. I'm on my 3rd book of the day because this afternoon I read Along the Path of Torment by Chandler Morrison, the author of Dead Inside, which is not a book that I liked. But the other day I posted on Instagram asking people to give me extreme horror recommendations, and everybody was like, read Along the Path of Torment by Chandler Morrison. And I was like, I don't want to read a book by this person because Dead Inside was not good. But I caved and I read the book and I liked it. I liked it. It was good. I gave it like 3.5, 4 stars. It was so fucking good. I mean, it still had that, the character reminded me. Yes. Yes. It was way better than Dead Inside. I read the thing at the end of the book and learned that the author lives in Los Angeles. And this book was very scathing of life in LA, very like Mulholland Drive, but without the David Lynch twists and as an extreme horror novel. So I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 4-star because it was really good. My only issue perhaps was the character felt a bit too similar to the one in Dead Inside in how regarding their inner monologue and stuff, it was very similar. But besides that, I was very happy with that book. So this is why second chances are good things that everyone should practice. Cool. All right, so now that that's impassioned speech is over, let me just set the timer for everyone. All right, 40 minutes on the clock, and let's do this. All right, how did everybody do? Let me know. I am this is going so well for me as a person. This book is I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it so much. It is so freaking good. Oh my gosh. I got to 19%, so that puts me at about 93 pages in just these two sprints. I am like so like obsessed. I am obsessed. So basically, I'm currently reading, and while I tell you about this, please let me know what you are reading and how far in you got and how it's going for you. Gonna get to the comments in a while. But for those of you who just came in, I'm reading Endless Night by Richard Lehman, my very first Richard Lehman book, and it's going really well. It's going really, really well. Loving it. Okay, let's see what's up. All right. Won't go into detail, but the character for reasons are in an infamous forest, and they are still just having relationship drama 75% of the time. Yep, that sounds very similar to Nothing But Black and Teeth. It was literally just them bickering about their relationship and their lives and their love lives, and I was like, is this I thought this was a horror book. I mean, yes, this is a very horrific time for me trying and failing to enjoy this book, but it was just not it. Hi, Dawn, heading into work, gonna miss these sprints today. Bummer. Oh, well, I mean, no problem. There's always next time. Assuming YouTube, I don't know, YouTube demonetized these sprints. So, am I ever gonna sprint again? I don't know. We shall see. Hi, oh shoot, sorry. Hi, Libby, jumping in for a bit during the lunch break, finishing up A Faint Cold Fear by Karen Slaughter and enjoying it. Yeah, we were just talking about Karen Slaughter a while ago. I was asking the chat if I should read The Good Daughter by her, because that's one that I hear mentioned a lot in conversations about Pretty Girls, and Pretty Girls is my favorite Karen Slaughter book. For people who loved Survivor, I definitely think you should check that book out. If you know, you know. And conversely, if you love Pretty Girls and are a fan of extreme horror, Survivor by J.F. Gonzalez is like my favorite book, so give that a shot too. Just started For the Sake of last week, and holy s, I went into it thinking I'd be fine. There isn't a horror movie I won't watch, and it humbled me real quickly. Yep. That was the very first book of Judith that I had read, and I didn't really know what her kind of books were like. I just knew that they were extreme horror. They had content. Internet is going awry. Hold on. Am I back? Okay. Are we good? Yeah, anyway, so it was super extreme. It was really, really extreme. It was like Summer I Died level, like gore, splatter. I loved it. Okay. Where are we? You need to do a vlog on Lapvona. I'm curious to see your thoughts. Okay, well, I don't know, because I read my Year of Rest and Relaxation by that same author, and I gave that book 1 star. So someone would really have to sell that book to me in a way that I would know that it was for me as a person, because so far my experiences with Otessa Moshfegh have been not good at all, like really bad. So freaking glad you and Haley made me read Oh yeah, it's so freaking good. What are you loving about it? Do you have any ideas as to what the book is about? Like, in my vlog, I spoiled everything, and as I was telling people about the events in the book, I was giving commentary on what I thought the book was about. And I genuinely think that this book is one that has lots of meaning. It's a very complex, smart book. The writing is really good. I love the character of Steven. I just genuinely love that book so much. 5 star. Oh, and if anyone thinks to pick it up, it's an extreme horror book. It's one of the most disgusting books I've ever read. Probably the most disgusting book I've ever read. And that says a lot. Okay, so please be mindful of trigger warnings. Thank you very much. Reading true crime book called Fatal Vision. Are you liking it? Is it good? Glad you found a book. Making coffee and read another 20 pages. Excited to read more because I'm really enjoying The Vessel. Well, we are both reading amazing books. I am loving Endless Night. It's so freaking incredible so far. Like literally, Richard Blayman's writing. This is my first book by him. I googled him and I was so sad to find out that he was dead. He's freaking dead. You know who else is dead? J.F. Gonzalez. Okay, why are all these masters of extreme horror freaking dead? Like I want to go to them. I want to no. I mean, I want to. I wish that they were still with us so I could spam them with my love and be like, "You are geniuses." Geniuses. But I can't freaking do that because they died. I hate that for me and them. Okay, got to 74%. We'll finish it in the next sprint. I lost a little bit of the creepiness though, and I'm having trouble with the second person format. Yeah, second person is something I rarely see and for good reason. So I understand. I love Pretty Girls. Might need to do okay. Be warned, it's a very extreme horror book. Very, very extreme. It is very extreme. Okay, The Good Daughter was my first Karen Slaughter, and it was good. I have to read Pretty Girls. I'm gonna do that soon. It's an amazing book. Okay, so now if anyone has anything more to say, feel free. But I think we're gonna do another sprint. So let me know how long you. Actually, no. I think we're gonna do 30 minutes now. I need like something shorter. Okay. I think the writing in the true crime book is very engaging. Yeah, okay. I love that because normally with nonfiction books, you run the risk of having something being really boring. So the fact that someone can take true events with no dialogue and intrigue and turn it into a story that is interesting, that's talent. So I'm really glad that you have a book like that on your hands. I do like it. Okay, Ava, I know that you are friends with Jesse from Bowties and Books. They have just started their very first John Athan book. Now, for those of you in the chat who love extreme horror, John Athan is a fantastic place to start. His books are short, they are gruesome, they're intense, they are so disgusting and gory, but they also have like storylines that make the things so interesting, and they're always really fast paced. And I got Jesse to read Night of the Prowler. I don't know if they have finished it yet, but they say that it is. They say that I don't know. Their response so far has been pretty promising. Jesse from Bowties and Books, love them. Okay, so far I'm not really feeling for Steven, and I love the abuse. So far I'm just really I'm just really feeling for Steven, and I love the abused representation from a parent. It's so well done, and a lot of people who have read that book have said that it was just nothing but irredeemable splatter and grossness for grossness sake, and I totally disagree. Like I think that what the author does is that he deliberately puts in all that gross stuff to put you in a very bad headspace, so the themes of abuse like hit harder, and I think that was done super effectively. I gave that book 5 stars. It's one of those books that I reread and loved it even more the second time, just like with this book, A Little Life. Definitely in my top 3 favorite books of all time. This is a perfect, incredible masterpiece that I loved the first time when I read it when I was in 2016. And then I reread it again this year, 6 years later in 2020, and loved it even more. So I'm suspecting that I should reread this every 5-6 years, because I know I got so much out of it the second time I read it, and I just love this so much. And the same thing with Cows. I got so much more out of that book when I read it again. Books like that are special, okay? I'm gonna type his name in okay, this is his name. There. I typed the name of the author in the chat. So far, I've read 4 books by him. I've read Lovesick, which I gave 4 stars. The Groomer, which I gave 5 stars. Amazing, amazing. If you've seen the movie Prisoners, directed by Denis Villeneuve, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Hugh Jackman, and want a book that's very similar to that, but in the extreme horror genre, The Groomer by John Nathan. And then I read Am I Beautiful, which I gave 3.75 stars. And then I read Night of the Prowler just the other day, which I gave 5 freaking stars. That was so good. Slasher, splatterfest. Amazing. It's what Halloween Ends should have been. Oh, who the fuck watched Halloween Ends? Tell me what you thought, because I have thoughts on that movie. I posted a very eloquent review on Instagram stories. Yeah. Oh yeah, and my reading taste and Jesse's tend to be pretty aligned. Ooh, nice. Night of the Prowler is one of my favorite horror books. It is so good. I am so glad you love it because I was obsessed, okay? I want a sequel. Okay, no spoilers on how the book ends, but I want way more of that. Not a sequel, but like just like give me another like all night slasher fest, John Athan, if you're watching this, because you're so good at it. And I will read it on day one, promise. Yes, they are so great. Love Jesse. That's how you spell John Athan. Really enjoyed A Little Life too. I relate to the 2 characters in there. Yeah, like Jude. Oh my gosh, Jude St. Francis. Dude, literally, let me just say this. Like, when I read this book the second time, it literally felt like Hanya Yanagihara cracked my skull open and sifted in my brain and was like, oh, this is who you are. Let me just put that all in here on Jude's parts. And I was like, the fuck? And I don't relate to his specific circumstances, but like the way like his insights and the way he like thinks about things and the way he feels, like that was like dead on. I was like, how does she know? How does she know me? I don't know what that message is for. Okay, Prisoners. My girlfriend's mom insists it's a Thanksgiving movie, so we watch it every year. Okay, if you love Prisoners, you will love The Groomer. Extreme horror though, so trigger warnings. I love John Athan. Let's support great underrated authors. Hell yes, I'm so excited to talk about Rain Havoc, whose book I just finished earlier on in the sprints, because she is also an indie author. And I really love that I'm highlighting so many indie horror voices on my channel because I genuinely want to be friends with these people because I think they're really cool. I want to be friends with these authors. And in addition to that, I really want to help them out because they write amazing stuff a lot of the time that doesn't get attention in mainstream publication. Because if you look at a lot of the books that get pushed mainstream, it's like, you know, the Riley Sagers, the Ruth Wares, the Alice Feeney's, you know, I like those authors for the most part, but it just sucks that a lot of these really good authors aren't as known because extreme horror isn't read widely, but it's such a fantastic genre. And even though I only have a small platform, I do what I can. I do what I can. Yes. And really grateful that y'all are willing to check them out too. It means a lot. Okay. I haven't heard nothing but bad things. Yeah. It's so bad. I loved the first Halloween movie so much. It was really good. Seeing it in a movie theater at night, packed crowd, hollering at the screen, it was just so much fun. And then Halloween Kills came out when we were still in lockdown, so I watched it at home. It wasn't as fun, but I appreciated it. I appreciated it more in hindsight. And I was expecting Halloween Ends to be a non-stop splatterfest that reserved the best kills for the finale. And that's literally not what that movie is. Like, it is just the movie that they advertised to you on the trailer is not the movie. The plot is so different. The trailer is very deceptive. The marketing is very deceptive. The poster is such fake news. It's like literally not even funny. I meant that relating characters in Little Life is probably not really good because, yeah, I mean, it's not, what can you do? That's life, you know? I mean, I wish I didn't relate to him so much, but There you go. I love John Athan. Yes, he's amazing. Oh god, no, the opening scene was really good. Okay, I will give that movie that credit. The opening scene was fun. That was so fun. Had the movie just stuck to that tone, I would have been super happy. But it was like, why the fuck? Well, sorry, YouTube, I cussed again. Whatever. Why the f are you introducing this character last minute and doing a whole story? I don't want to spoil for people who want to watch it, but it is not good. And when you do watch it, and if you hate it, message me on Instagram and we are going to rant, okay? The other day, I went out to lunch with some friends who had not seen the movie, and I was like, would you be fine if I spoiled the movie for you? And I told them the entire thing. I told them the entire sequence of events in the movie without any commentary. Like, I wasn't giving my opinions, and they were laughing their ass off, okay? Oh, sorry. I can't stand when people rate extreme horror low when it's, yes! No, like literally, I don't want to name names, but I know someone who read a certain extreme horror book and they gave it 1 star and they were like, it's so disgusting, it's so upsetting, it put me in a bad headspace. And it's like, excuse me, the point of extreme horror books are written for the explicit purpose of disturbing, offending, and disgusting you and shocking you. It's like, if the book managed to do that to you, it's because it succeeded. And here you are giving it 1 star, like, because you didn't look up the trigger warnings. It's so frustrating. It is endlessly frustrating, okay? It just sucks. Curious about what you think of Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. I have a reading vlog of that book. Watch that vlog. Yeah, I will. It's my Summerween 2021 vlog, so check that out. I also read Survive the Night, which was a piece of dookie, and The Tent by Keelan Patrick Burke, and another book that I don't remember. I forgot. Even though I'm just dipping my toe into horror, I still really love watching you. Thank you so much. No, honestly, to your credit, in your defense, I have a lot of people in my comment section who say, I would never read extreme horror, but I love that you talk about it. But I love hearing you talk about these books because I'm never going to read them and I need someone to tell me what they're about and stuff like that. So whether or not the genre is for you or not for you, I'm just incredibly grateful that you're, you know, hanging out with me. Love that. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm likely to rate I am more likely to rate a horror low if I was never scared. Amen. Right? Right? True. Or upset. Yeah. Like, if the horror book manages to do that to you, it's effective. That's why I read them. I don't know. I feel like people look down on extreme horror readers sometimes, and it's like, I enjoy extreme horror the same way you enjoy rom-coms. We're just different. Make it make sense in your head. Anyway, so I think we're going to do a 30-minute sprint. I'm going to turn the camera off because I need to have I'm going to eat. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer, and then the camera will be off and I will be on when I'm done. Okay, so we're going to, no, 30, 40? Let's do 40, right? What do you guys want to do? Because I still have to eat. Let me know in the chat. Type it now. Right now. Type it right now. Not to go on a whole rant, but I will never read another Riley Sager because he was so... What? Damn! What happened? Shit. Night Owl reader, listen to me. If you want to have a cathartic moment, watch the drunk review I did on Survive the Night. Watch the vlog I did on House Across the Lake, because I was a bitch. Like, I was such a bitch in those vlogs. And I don't care. I'm going to cuss. Like, YouTube is being rude to me anyway. I was such a bitch. I was such an asshole in both those vlogs. So if you're, like, mad and want to see somebody rip one of his books apart, watch those vlogs on the next sprint. You will love them for yourself. Okay. Yeah, when an author is rude to someone, especially, it's just like, it puts a bad taste in one's mouth. 40, 44. Okay, we're going to read for 40 freaking minutes. It's going to be epic. Thank you for thinking of me. Dude, I've been cussing. Like, I've already given up. I mean, I'm so dead inside. If YouTube just wants to, like, kick me in the teeth, that's life, whatever. Okay, I've been side-eyeing him since he acted like he invented the concept of a final girl and was shady when Grady Hendrix's book. Oh. And then what did he do? He literally republished The Woman in the Window with a different ending, with a shit ending. Like, all right, let's do 40 minutes. Let's read some books. I'm going to get back into Endless Night. I'm going to get some. Also, since this is going to be demonetized, couldn't do that if this was monetized, right? Okay. All's good. 40 minutes. Let's do this. Happy reading, everyone. All right, I am back. I have eaten. I am. Hold on, let me just get this off the screen. I am pretty far. Well, I'm not too far into the book yet. I'm about 140 pages in, and I am loving it. This book is so freaking good. Yeah, let me know how everyone did. If you're still on the sprints, let me know. Can you give us that Riley Sager tea? Because like I just freaking want to. I am so curious. Okay, I want to see some tea. Okay, yeah, I was eating. Just got home from work. Happy to see you live. Hey, Ocean. Happy to see you too. Mystery that revolves around a library / books. That sounds good. Is it good so far? Are you liking it? Oh, congratulations, Kimberly, on finishing your book. What was that book? What did you think of it? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it meh? Those are the worst kinds of books, the meh ones, because if it's like really good, I get to have exciting content. If it's really bad, I get to rant about it, and I've been told that my rants are pretty. People like the rants, okay? They like the rants. And when they're meh, there's not much you can say about it, right? Like the 3-star rating is like the worst thing you can say. Oh my gosh, that book was recommended to me just the other day. I just got that book. I literally just got that book. The only book that I've read by Christopher Triana is Gone to See the Riverman, which was messed up. Like halfway through the book, I was like, why is this extreme horror? Why are people saying this is extreme horror? And then I get to the halfway point and I was like, oh, damn. I did a vlog on that book. It was insane. Yes, I am fed, I am watered, I'm ready to party for our maybe last sprint. We'll see how much energy I have. Hello, Katie. Hi. Not Steven's mom. Greta, that scene gets so much worse. That scene gets so much worse. But like, I think you've already gotten past the scene where they, you know what, the cow. Okay, if you can get past that scene, you can do anything. Okay. I'm about to go to work, but I'm currently listening to House of Hunger. Ooh, have a lovely day at work. Yeah, best of luck. I hope your day is good, and I hope that book is good. And if it is good, recommend it to me. Okay, currently about 2/3 of the way through What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, enjoying it so far. Well, I'm so happy to hear that, Caleb. I've never read a T. Kingfisher book before. Do you recommend? Is that author my vibe? Well, I don't know. If you've been around my channel, and if you know my taste, let me know. It's pretty good. I read 47 to 72 in the sprint, and things are super mysterious and intriguing. We love mysterious and intriguing. I am currently, let's see. Oh no. I'm 30% into this book, and this is a 490-page book, okay? And I'm already like over a fourth in. So let me just say that this is, like, I just messaged Judith just now because she was the one who recommended it to me. And I was like, I want to go on Goodreads and give this book 5 stars based on that opening scene alone. For those of you who have just got in, since I see a couple new faces, I am currently reading Endless Night by Richard Lehman, my very first Lehman book. About time, right? Like, freaking Extreme Horror Channel hasn't read Richard Lehman, hasn't read Bentley Little. What's wrong with me? Kind of a long story. Oh, the tea is here. The Riley Sager being rude story. Okay, some other time. That's fine. It's called The Department of Rare Books and Special Collectors by Eva. You know I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. I'm not even going to attempt. No, I almost did, but I'm not. Your rant videos were great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I will admit that I went into the House Across the Lake video a bit bitter because they rejected me for the arc, and I was like, why though? I mean, although I hated Survive the Night, I did like the other 4 books. But then the bitterness went away when the book came in, because at that point I was just really happy to be getting a new Riley Sager book. And when I say that that book was the worst Sager book so far, is literally his worst book. Like, I didn't think you could get worse than Survive the Night. Like, I was under the impression that he saw the freaking Goodreads score of Survive the Night and was like, I gotta do better. But then I think it's like his publisher, since he's a really famous author, his publisher like pressures him to write a book every year for the money. And this book just felt so rushed. Like, it was literally like he had a copy of Woman in the Window opened next to him, and he just rewrote like the entire 80%, and then at the very last minute he changed the ending, and it's just sad. It's tragique. It is le tragique. I think I'm feeling better. I think I am feeling a better, all thanks to your videos. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're having a good day. I am glad my videos were good for something, because YouTube doesn't think so. For anyone who just got in here, at the beginning of this live, if you ever want to rewatch the beginning, I went into a full rant about how YouTube is literally on my ass, demonetizing everything, demonetizing this sprint, and for what? Why? What do I do wrong? I'm literally just sitting in front of my bookshelf talking about books. And they're like, unsafe for advertisers. What the hell's unsafe? I'm reading a freaking thriller book. It sucks. I want to hear the Riley Sager tea. I can't support authors that are rude to their readers, so I want to know what he's... Well, I don't know. Maybe we can stalk their Twitters later. Right? Okay. If anyone has, like, tea that they want to share, go forth. Go ahead, honestly. It makes things interesting. Okay, it's my first as well. It's not extreme horror, but it has an immaculate atmosphere. I'd recommend it as a lighter horror novel. I think you might vibe with it. Thank you very much. Okay, now that we're talking about books that have perfect vibes, have any of you read the book Boy Parts by Eliza something? That book, I went in not knowing what it was about, and it was literally just vibes and character-driven story. And when I say this main character's taste in movies was so similar to mine, I was like, I literally just want to be best friends with this author based on this book alone. I couldn't find them on any social media, but Boy Parts, let me look at that, hold on. Boy Parts by Eliza, Boy Parts, Eliza Clark. There, this book, you guys, this book is so good. I gave it 5 freaking stars. I was like halfway through the book. I posted an Instagram story, and I was like, if this book doesn't get 5 freaking stars, I'm deleting the channel, because I was that confident. And it got 5 stars. Damn, cool, right? I'm the worst at actually reading on these sprints because I got hungry and I read another 20 pages of The Vessel. And look, I mean, I just left to eat also. So, I mean, I'm not going to shame you because I just did that same thing. Currently, hi Angie, currently physically reading House of Hunger. Oh, you should make friends with Katie, who is just above. She's also reading House of Hunger, so we love a buddy read moment. Yes, we do. Are you liking the book? Is it good? I think I remember that book. I think it had a really pretty cover. Is that the one with like the woman on the cover in a dress, in like a medieval dress? Is that it? I know I'll never read Double Edge, but I still watched you. Thank you so much. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, oh, also, I really want to thank everyone who watched that recent video of mine because it did really well. I'm talking 600 views in just the first 24 hours. I was shocked that it did as well as it did. It's a video that I filmed, edited, and posted all on the same day because I was like, you know what? I've had these notes on my phone since freaking July, and I just need to get content out of this book because it was 600 freaking pages, and I'm like, if I'm gonna be reading a 600 freaking page book with no audiobook, with no audiobook, I'm gonna get the most out of it. Okay, so I was like, let's just put this video out. If it bombs, it bombs. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and it did not. Thank you. The reason I read this book is because it was there was a firestorm on TikTok when the book came out. Like, there were so many TikToks saying that the author had to be arrested, jailed, that she wrote some illegal material. And I was like, what happened? If you want to know why everybody's pissed, just go watch that video. I go through it. It was insane. I spoiled the whole book. House Across the Lake was trash. Yes, yes, yes. And did the thing I hate when the MC knows something but conveniently doesn't tell the reader until it's revealed by somebody else at the end. I know. Also, could we talk about that scene where this book was so bullshit. Let me just tell you about 2 scenes, and you will know that these 2 scenes pretty much had the entire book was as dumb as these 2 scenes. First scene, a woman who is grieving the death of her husband is alone in a lake house, and this random man walks into the property, and the first thought that enters her head is, oh my gosh, he's so hot. It's like, bitch, if I was alone and some random man walked into my property, I would be scared. I would be like, who the fuck are you? It sucks. And then this other scene is like she's investigating the disappearance of someone, and she walks into the house, and she's like, she knows exactly where to go, and she finds this phone. And then on the phone, the second she finds it, somebody calls the phone, and then she takes a picture of the number. It's like so convenient. It's such a plot convenience. It's like the second you found the phone, somebody called it, and that somebody's number was relevant later in the story. It's like, excuse me. Like, literally reading that book was like reading a scary movie parody of a thriller. It was so bad. I'm taking that off the screen. Oh my gosh. Dude, this video is like super demonetized. Like, I agree with that sentiment, but then I don't want them to like hate me any more than they do. So I'm really frustrated with YouTube at the moment. They just really hate me for some reason. I avoided Sager because I've literally never heard anyone enjoy his books any more than a soft meh. Okay, I will say this, Caleb. I will say this. When I was very new to thrillers, I was actually a huge fan of his books. The first 4. I feel like now that I've read a lot more books during my time here on BookTube, I feel like if I were to reread any of those 4 books, I feel like I would definitely be underwhelmed. Which is really sad because I have such amazing memories, but it's just been, his latest books have just been so freaking bad, terrible. I picked up Boy Parts on Kindle Unlimited and I'm eager to get to it. It's so good. Also, the audiobook, I don't know, I just loved the narrator's voice. It was so British. So freaking British, man. Damn. Hey, love, I'm at work. Just wanted to show support. Hey, Rita. I hope you're having a really good day at work. Have a lovely day. And yeah, thank you so much for showing your support. It means the world to me. I love Katie. Yes, it's the pretty cover with a girl on it. I'm liking it. It definitely has the fall vibes. Yeah, perfect time of the year to be reading that book. Okay, I'm gonna, oh my God, wait, there are so many comments. I'm gonna go through all of this and then we're gonna start our last sprint. And it's gonna be 30 minutes long because it's very late where I am, okay? LOL. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I responded to a tweet that asked, like, how do you feel about Riley Sager's books? I read the tweet really quickly, so I didn't notice the author was tagged. Look, even if, okay, I mean, but still, did Riley Sager have to reply? I mean, the fact that his books are getting attention, I don't know. I don't know why people are like that. It's a classic Sager protagonist with no yes! Yes! The MC always ends up yes! Like, literally every time there's a creepy guy or a stalker, I'm like, is she gonna fall in love at the end because of how this has been going so far? And every single time, it's like, why though? Riley Sager, why do you have this view of women? What's up? I wish Sager made Home Before Dark paranormal and mild spoilers. Let's just forget you read this if you haven't read that book yet. But But yeah, the reason I loved Home Before Dark was because he made you think until the very last moment, and then he had like a huge like switcheroo at the end, which I really liked. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, here's more tea. I tweeted a rant about a book about the girl who goes back to camp. Oh, that was last time I lied, I believe. I did not tag the author, but my tweet was connected to the tweet chain. Oh no. Oh no. Well, yes, it was an accident. Okay. I mean, if as long as he should have known that you didn't put at Riley Sager in your tweet. You know what I mean? All right. Instead of just being straight up and being like, "Hey, I didn't like being tagged in this," he responded with, "You misspelled disappointed." He was, oh boy. Riley, maybe go back and continue writing your books and try to put something good out next instead of just engaging in Twitter drama. Like you're a best, like a bestseller 5 times over. I feel like he should be above this. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for sharing the tea. That was nice. That was fun. Okay, let's do our 30-minute sprint, and yeah, let me just set the timer up. This is going to be the last sprint, and then I need to take a break because I've been talking for like 3.5 hours. Yeah, petty. Like it's a bunch of dumb shit, and I don't know. All right, 30 minutes. Let's do this. Thank you for sharing the tea. Much appreciated. Really glad you enjoyed the rant video. All right. All right, happy reading, everyone. Good luck. no. All right, hey everyone. How did it go? I am 39% into this book. I am almost 40%. Dude, okay, look. This is a 490-page book, and I'm getting through it so fast. It's feeling like a 5-star. It is feeling like a 5-star. Literally 40, let's see how many pages that is. Okay, 39, 1 second. Almost 200 pages, and it's been such like nonstop intensity. Like how do you do this? It is just crazy to me. All right, how did everybody do? Let me know. That was the last sprint, by the way. So let's just chat for about 5 minutes and then move on with our days. But yeah, I was eating some chicken wings drenched in hot sauce, and I think it was appropriately considering I was getting heated and sharing some scalding hot tea, and we are grateful that you did. I hope the chicken wings were good. I didn't realize what age these characters are. Sounds like the main character is in her 60s, with the other characters being in similar in age. Damn. Does the dialogue make them read? Does the dialogue read like they're younger? Is that what the situation is? I have to head out. Gonna go errands. Oh, thank you so much for showing up. I hope to see you in the next sprint. Whenever that will be, I don't know if I ever sprint again. Oh gosh. I'm still really bitter at the fact that YouTube demonetized this sprint. Literally, why? Like, what have I done? What have I done to you, YouTube? Accidentally got hot sauce on the true crime book. Yeah, at least it wasn't the library book. Decided to make some lunch. No. Normally I use the Pomodoro timer, but in this case I used the Google timer because the Pomodoro website was literally just not loading, which sucked. Okay, that was not good for me. But yeah, so far my reading day has been pretty. I was really behind on my reading, so I was like, today I need to succeed, and I would call today a pretty much success. I read 2 books. I read Along the Path of Torment by Chandler Morrison, me giving Chandler Morrison a second chance. Glad I did. That book was pretty good. And then I read Rain Havoc's Degenerate earlier on in the sprint. And now I'm like almost halfway through Endless Night. That's crazy. That's like, if this was a short book, that would have been 3 books in one day. But no, it's a long, nearly 500-page book. But I'm not mad because it has been going by so fast. Literally, between chatting with you lovely people that I'm super grateful for, and reading this book, time has just evaporated. And I'm not mad. I'm literally not mad. Have you ever read a book this good? A book that just made time disappear? Like, we've nearly been on for 4 hours. That's crazy. Mentions of knees hurting and hangovers and such, but that's about it. Oh, okay, I see. Maybe the smoke was coming from my... That's funny. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine, like, normally I'm the one giving the tea, but the one time someone in the chat gives like scalding hot tea is the day that I choose to use the Google timer, and it sounds like a smoke alarm. That's so funny. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much everybody for joining in. Does anyone, let me know what day in the week, okay, before we end, please let me know what days in the week you're most free around this time, because all the sprints will be at this time. Okay, so I know when to do the next sprint because these are fun, especially when the books are amazing. It literally just makes it so worth it to live in life. But yeah, let me know, and I will try to accommodate as many people as possible. Just comment it on the link on this video or message me on Instagram. But for now, I'm going to end the sprint. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. And yeah, bye.